On 911.
We had a bomb, probably with a timer, and we didn't know how much time had been put on it.
A college campus is thrown into turmoil.
I was scared. I had no idea what was going on.
Then, a boy is found floating face down in a pool, and a dispatcher has to help the frantic mother keep her child alive until paramedics arrive on the next Rescue 911. On 911, a young boy struck down by an asthma attack.
There was no breathing, no heartbeat, nothing. I thought I'm going to lose him.
And a father fights to keep his son alive.
I could feel his lips start to tremble. I thought it was his last breath.
Then, witness the daily drama as 911 takes you behind the scenes at one of America's busiest trauma centers.
You got a knife in the chest?
On the next Rescue 911. On Rescue 911, those who enter the sport of stock car racing know the dangers. But while this paramedic was caring for a seriously injured driver, a freak blowout sends a car spinning out of control.
When I first got out of the ambulance, there was no doubt in my mind that I was going to find my dad.
Real drama, real heroes. Don't miss the next Rescue 911. On 911, a young boy falls 3 stories into a lake.
All the time I thought, well, it's surely not a baby. I think it's surely it's a doll. I hope it's a doll.
I looked down, and they were lifting Ross's body out of the water, and I just kept praying. I said, please, God, don't let me lose her.
Then, when a speeding car strikes a teenage cyclist, paramedics fear the worst.
I didn't feel the young man would make it.
Don't miss the next Rescue 911. On 911, a woman hits a patch of ice, sending her car spinning out of control.
Help me! Please help me!
But when emergency teams arrive,
I had a strange gut feeling that something was wrong on this one.
they may face the most difficult situation of their careers.
We did not know how deep that stick was. It was unbelievable.
On the next Rescue 911. On Rescue 911, during a routine traffic stop, an unsuspecting driver is hit from behind. While the victims remain unconscious, it is up to this CHP officer to save them.
At this point, I thought the passenger was dead for sure, because the flames were going too much.
Now, he has only seconds before they burn.
Felt my hands start getting hotter and hotter.
Real drama, real heroes, on the next Rescue 911. On 911, a sailboat capsizes.
Get off me under the tail. My foot's caught.
Seconds could mean his life as the boat sinks.
He began to go under, just inches below the surface.
Then, when a fire breaks out, emergency teams must rush to save a trapped victim.
Oh my God, it's going to the second floor.
Real drama, real heroes, on the next Rescue 911. On Rescue 911, a woman's child is found unconscious in a bathtub full of water.
He was kind of blue and bloated, and that I knew he was really bad.
With the help of emergency operators, this panic-stricken mother has just minutes to save her baby's life.
I knew that he was dead. If we didn't do something, he wasn't going to come back.
Real drama, real heroes, on the next Rescue 911. On Rescue 911, when two girls are suddenly struck in a go-kart by a speeding truck, their only hope for survival is their caring neighbors.
I just didn't feel that we could stand there and watch the little girl die without giving her every opportunity to live.
Then, when a pregnant deer is fatally hit on a Los Angeles freeway, witnesses try desperately to save the newborn fawn. On the next Rescue 911. On Rescue 911, it takes something special to be a fireman.
Firefighters must be a little bit crazy because everybody's running out the burning building when we're running in.
Because when you need help, you have to believe they'll put it all on the line to save you.
When you're on the 10th floor and you're hanging for your life and you know the flames are coming in, what are you going to do?
Ride with Philadelphia's finest on the next Rescue 911. On 911, a first-time balloon flight becomes a terrifying nightmare for an 11-year-old boy.
We heard this very, very frightened voice over the CB radio. Help me, help me. I'm scared, I'm scared.
And witnessed the bizarre case of the bungling burglar.
I'm the robber. I'm locked in the building. I can't get out.
It was real strange. It was like candid camera or something.
On the next Rescue 911. On 911.
We just got robbed.
A desperate criminal on the loose.
The man is running down 46th Avenue.
And the police take chase.
That's him.
While a news crew and a helicopter videotape the drama below.
Hey, he's going around the corner. Look out, Rick.
Everyday people who become real-life heroes.
Hovered the helicopter in front of the truck and sat there.
On the next Rescue 911. On 911, a scuba diving trip becomes a desperate race against time.
I didn't know whether she was alive or dead.
As rescue teams battle to bring this woman back to life. Then meet a little girl who became a hero.
And my dad's talking weird. Please come quick.
And time is running out as emergency teams rush to save her father.
Okay, we got a medical alert tag here.
On the next Rescue 911. On Rescue 911, a fiery collision sends flames hundreds of feet into the sky.
It was mind-blowing. It was just awesome.
Watch as firefighters take the heat to save a little girl trapped in the inferno.
The firefighters were roasting, but they didn't back off. They just stood their ground.
Plus,
it didn't take me long to realize that it wasn't a log, that it was an alligator.
A young boy takes a dip with death on the next Rescue 911. On 911, doctors race against time to save the life of a newborn baby.
You never imagined it happening to you. She was going downhill very fast.
And the distraught parents pray for a miracle.
Who knows if it was going to live or not.
Then, a 6-year-old boy is caught in a life and death struggle to bring a runaway truck under control on the next Rescue 911. On 911, a diving adventure becomes a life and death emergency.
I knew Joe was in trouble. If I didn't make it back to that hole, we were going to die.
Will it be too late for this underwater thrill seeker?
His eyes were wide open and his pupils were fixed and dilated. I thought, oh my God, he's dead.
And the victim of a stabbing fights for his life.
That makes my heart go out to somebody.
On the next Rescue 911. On 911, a teacher is struck down by a heart attack.
To see someone collapse and not breathe was really, really scary.
And emergency teams battle to bring him back to life.
I was frustrated and very discouraged when the first 3 initial shocks didn't work.
Then, a mother is attacked by a nighttime intruder, and police pursue the suspect in a dangerous race through suburban streets. On the next Rescue 911. On 911, a daring stunt goes horribly wrong.
I started to turn to the crane operator to say, bring him down. There was no reaction except this gurgling death rattle sound.
Then, an emergency dispatcher collapses on the job.
I knew this lady was in critical condition.
It just never occurs to us that one of us could go down.
On the next Rescue 911. On 911.
There's a bear in the backyard.
A wild bear is on the loose.
My first thought was, why am I chasing this bear? What am I going to do if this bear stops?
As emergency teams move in to safely capture the bear, the situation changes drastically.
We had a situation that had turned basically into our worst nightmare.
Don't miss the next Rescue 911.
On 911, everybody's favorite honeymoon spot becomes a nightmare for 2 women.
I really had little hope that they'd be saved.
When they're caught in the raging waters of Niagara Falls.
The clock was ticking and they didn't have much time. They were going to die.
And when a TV explodes
I'm losing it.
A woman hangs on to life as the smoke engulfs her home. On the next Rescue 911.
911, a fierce tornado hits a small town.
It was like nothing I'd ever seen before.
And emergency crews struggle to rescue those trapped by the devastation.
It was amazing to see how much damage a storm like that could do.
Then, experience the drama as a witness tries to save a little girl critically injured in a car accident.
She wasn't reacting, and it was the scariest moment of my life.
On the next Rescue 911. Victim badly injured.
Moving him in any way would be detrimental.
Will a neighborhood's heroic efforts and one family's love save the young cyclist?
The only thing that I could think of was he's not going to make it through the night.
Don't miss the next Rescue 911.